So what is going on, guys? Just before I start the video, which is the top 10 community PS3 games, I just wanted to explain quickly what happened over the past few weeks, where we've had a massive break, but we were meant to upload this video back on the weekend that's just gone. Now, quickly to explain that, if you haven't followed us on Twitter, or that's pretty much where we announced it, pretty much, but our video that we originally put up for this video specifically had trailer footage in it, and unfortunately it got copyright striked by 4 different companies. Sony was one of them, Take-Two Interactive, who own Rockstar, was one of the one. So it was kind of annoying. We ended up getting kind of a copyright strike against it, although nothing serious has happened, thank God. They can be quite serious. They can actually get your AdSense and all that stuff blocked and stuff, but obviously we don't make any money off YouTube yet. But even then, we wouldn't like that to happen, just in case we do end up going into that kind of side of YouTube. But just to quickly explain why this video has been so late is the fact that has happened, and it was a major setback. I had to pretty much re-go and edit the video completely because I couldn't have any trailer footage in it. And so now you've got this as a product instead, which I still think is good. It's probably not as perfect as I wanted it to be. I originally had, as I said before, the trailer footage, which looks a lot better than what this does now. But it's still a good product. It still explains what the top 10 videos, top 10 games, and on the PS3 are. And here are personal thoughts on where these games come in which position, blah blah blah. So we think it's still good. We like the idea. So we're going to continue to make the PS Vita and the PS4 games list, which of course a new survey has been made, which we will talk about in a minute as well. Robin explains that. But yeah, I just wanted to say that just in case anyone didn't know that, and that's why this video is up late. Another thing quickly is the fact that I just really want you to kind of like this video, support and watch this video, just in case you think, oh, this might sound a bit boring, it's 18 minutes long, it's a bit too long for me. Just in case, just watch the video. I've put a lot of effort into this video, and obviously having to go back and re-edit it was kind of annoying, and this demotivated me quite a lot actually. But we've made it. We're going to make the other 2 lists, so hopefully we'll get that through. So yeah, just I've never really asked this before, but again, just like the video, comment, share it, whatever. We just want to get more people watching these videos because they took a lot of effort, and we want people to find and enjoy them. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to say. Enjoy the video, and go fill out the survey if you haven't already, which is in the description. We'll talk about it in a second as well. And I've gone way over my time as usual, end up talking for too long, so I'm just going to say Dutch, enjoy the video.
What's up everybody, it's Roman Gaming here, and we are all here. Oscar recently asked you all to fill out a survey for your favorite PS3 game. We pretty much decided that the way we did it, because we asked, for the PS3, PS4 and your favorite PS Vita games, but the way we did it, we didn't really find it too great, because you could only pick one game, and therefore the list kind of you can see that you simply can't fill out what your second or third favorite game would be, and therefore making it all very much focused on some a few particular games, right? And therefore we decided that we will do the PS3 one in this video and discuss your personal top 10 out of all the results. But at the same time, we have a quick question for you. Click on the link in the description here to once again fill out a new survey for the PS4 and the Vita games. Will take only like 2 or 3 minutes. And this time around we're asking you to fill out pretty much just give us more games, like not just one favorite, but no, give us like your top 3 or your top 5. We'll still decide on that for the future. But you'll see it as soon as you click on the link. Fill it out, and we'll discuss those results in some of the next videos. For now, we're gonna cut to the top 10 PS3 games. So Oscar, I'd say take it away.
Yeah. So pretty much straight off, one thing I wanted to say straight away was the fact that these guys do not know what the top 10 PS3 games are. So there's going to be first reactions to understanding on which is going to be the 10th place, for example, and then obviously first place all the way up there. So we're going to start off number 10.
Here we go.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh my God.
I'm quite happy with that. I'm
actually.
happy with that.
Not surprising.
Yeah.
To be fair, that game started the franchise off and made it what it is today.
That's true.
Made it so that Ubisoft could turn it into a massive cash cow, so now it's just shit. that's my
but at least the second one was good.
Great.
That's my opinion.
Yeah,
oh, yeah,
so
yeah, it's a valid choice, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so that was number 2. That was one of the games which did do quite well on the survey compared to the other kind of 50 games that we put on.
With
so
3 votes.
So number 9.
Oh damn!
It's another sequel. It's Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay. Also fine.
Yeah.
But I bet you all haven't played it.
No,
I never
I haven't
played
played
it.
any of the Mass Effect games. That was another one of those series that my sister played that I didn't, and I was just sat on the sidelines watching her.
Yeah.
Wasn't
I mean,
fun.
it started out as like an Xbox and PC exclusive or something like that. I'm not quite sure, but the first game was not on PS3 until like a little while later. And then all of a sudden, because EA had bought the rights instead of like Microsoft or something, they decided to make Mass Effect 2 for the PS3 as well. So I got that, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was definitely one of the best games of the generation. So I'd say, also really valid choice there, and you should definitely, if there is like an HD remake coming to the PS4 sometime soon of like the entire trilogy or something, then that would be, totally great, because it's definitely a series I would say that you all need to play, because it's, pretty great.
Yep. So, number 8. This is
10.
not a sequel. It's not a sequel, but it's a number 4 in a series.
There's a 4. There's a 4.
Wait,
There's a 4. There's a 4.
it's not a sequel, but it's a number 4 in a series?
It's Metal Gear Solid 4: Guns of the Patriots,
Yeah,
which
yeah,
I
okay.
know that pretty much everyone minus Robin I think has played.
As usual.
Sorry, not played. Sorry.
I-
Because you only play Destiny. So.
That's not
haven't
true,
played
but
it.
okay.
But like, okay, wait. So Oscar, you got into Metal Gear Solid recently, though.
I've played like I think about half of Snake
3.
Eater, number 3.
Yeah.
So I'm more familiar with the series than probably these guys are. I've also played Ground Zero, so I mean I've not played like all of the games. I've not played all the series. I don't actually understand most of the story. There's two different characters, 2 different times. It's like so confusing. But yeah, Guns of the Patriots is the exclusive that was on the PS3.
I mean, for me though, like, I decided to go back and play all the main series very recently, right? Like last year I played through Metal Gear Solid 1, 2, 3, and 4. And you're right, 3 is like a completely different character from 1, 2, and 4. That's basically all the Solid Snake storyline. And I just thought, playing 1, 2, and 3 was great, but you could see they were really outdated, right? Like you can just tell the controls aren't too great, graphically of course. Story was still cool, but yeah, like what Metal Gear Solid 4 did so well, I think, is that it was pretty much the only Metal Gear Solid game that I played that I still find to be very comparable to today's games. And yeah, it just brought the entire sort of like saga, the Solid Snake story, it brought it to like a great ending. And Metal Gear Solid 4 is actually my favorite out of all the ones I played. So yeah, also great choice there.
Yep. Number 7. Now I'm not sure Robin will like this one as much because I've heard he's spouted his opinion on this one quite a lot. Number 7 is The Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim.
Oh,
I don't
that's
care
fine
for
with me.
Skyrim. I just don't care for it.
I mean, you did say it was like the most boring game you'd ever played, Robin, at some point.
Yeah,
So,
but I also said it has very, it's not a bad game in any way. Like, it has a great world, great soundtrack and stuff, and I can tell if I would have liked that sort of genre, then the game is great. It's not, I never said that the game is bad, but I just didn't enjoy it. The gameplay was kind of boring to me.
Not your type of game to play and sit
Yeah.
there and play for hours like people have done in the past.
Yeah, exactly. Any of you played it though?
No.
No, I know.
I don't care
again-
for that game. I just literally could not care less about
Well,
it.
again, though, when that game came out, when did that game come out? It was like 2011-ish.
2011, yeah.
Yeah, I
2011,
mean
yeah.
it was that year, 2011, where I started
Yeah.
to like play properly at games, and I think when that came out, I still was sort of scared of RPGs, and that's a phrase I don't
Yeah.
use like lightly, but like. I think it's the case with many people. They just don't want to get into RPGs because they think it's too complicated, it's too much hard work, and that was definitely the case for me, back then. But yeah, it's meant to be a really good game. So
People still play it today, as far as I know. I mean,
definitely.
on
And
PC,
on like the
mods
message
and
boards.
shit, yeah.
Yeah, on
Yeah.
the message boards, it's still like in the top 10 most discussed games at this very moment. That's insane. The game has been out for 4 years, so yeah.
yeah. So number 6. This came as quite a surprise. I think most of you will be quite surprised to see this one's quite not low down on the list, but it's not as high as it should have been. I think number 6 is Red Dead Redemption.
Oh,
What?
which you all haven't played, I bet.
I've played it, Robin, so
Oh,
shut
you
up.
played it,
Callum
okay.
has played it. Yeah.
Suck it
Well,
that.
give us your opinion, Callum.
I thought it was a great game. It was like, was it? It was Rockstar North who did it, yeah.
Yeah.
They did really well in bringing that sort of like time zone into the open world genre. Great story, great characters. I'd love to see another sequel to it. What was it? Red Dead Revolver was it first, or? am I
Yeah,
wrong?
yeah, but that was also made. I don't think it was made by Rockstar actually, or something. Like, I don't see them really as games in the same series, even though they both got Red Dead. But like, they were so drastically different.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I still remember so well before that game came out. Quite some people were hyped for it because it was Rockstar, right? And it was like, oh, it's a GTA style open world game. But then, what everybody was so kind of like on the fence about is the whole Western setting. and so was I, but I still decided to get it, and man, it was just amazingly well done, and I can't wait for Red Dead Redemption 2 or Red Dead 3, whatever you want to say. So yeah.
Plus, it had probably one of my favorite DLCs ever, Undead Nightmare, which is great, and that's just great fun. Adding zombies into like the Wild West was just a great addition.
Didn't seem to make sense at all, but
no, but it's still great.
Fine.
Yeah.
Yep. So halfway through GTA 5.
Halfway through, no games you have actually played, Oscar.
That is true.
We've been recording for like 11 minutes, and we wanted to keep this very short. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, number 5 is GTA 5, as I said before.
4 is better.
We're all doing really well talking about it.
We've all played this game, so that's,
at least that's something. I wasn't amazed by GTA 5. It was the first GTA I'd played, and the reasons I hadn't played the previous ones were because they had a bad reputation amongst parents. So that was the reason. But GTA 5, I mean, I wasn't blown away by it. I knew exactly what to expect. The story I found was quite good, although not really anything special. The massive scale of it is the main thing about it, I guess, and it did that really well. I didn't find myself playing it for hours and hours afterwards, though. I thought that it was largely repetitive afterwards, and I never really got my teeth into the online either, because it had a lot of online problems when it first released, I believe, and it actually had a delayed online too when it released, so
it was
I never got into that either.
Delay,
so yeah, and not a game that I could say I'm particularly fond of, but I can understand why it's up there.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. The top 4. Now this is where it gets quite interesting. Actually, I think the top 4 is probably the most interesting out of the rest of the list. So number 4.
Please be Arkham City.
Mirror's Edge.
Please.
Number 4. It's Batman Arkham City.
Yes, get it.
It's still
This was
not
the game that got.
you.
This was the game that got surprising number of votes. Actually, it was quite.
No, it's so good.
I didn't have it
It was
on
a
my
good
at the
game.
moment, but it had
was a good
more
game.
votes than I was expecting it did.
It's
but
such a good
yeah.
game.
Okay.
Yeah, it was.
It was my vote, so that's my opinion.
Yeah, Juan voted for one of them, so yeah. But yeah, Juan, you got any more other thoughts?
Wait, have you guys played it?
Oh yeah,
Nope.
Oh yeah, that's.
I played Arkham Knight though, so I kind of know what it should be like.
No, Arkham City's better.
Okay, great.
But Arkham City, Arkham Knight expands it really well, and I think it was a really good sequel. But I think, generally speaking, Arkham City is the one that's better when you compare it to Arkham Asylum. Because the leap from Arkham Asylum was so much bigger, and when you compare Knight to City, it's not as big a leap. And also, I think that it was a bit of a cop-out using Joker in Arkham Knight. Spoilers, but it was a bit of a cop-out using him so much. Whereas in Arkham City, the ending seemed to be very definitive. I still haven't finished the campaign for Arkham Knight.
Neither have I.
Oh, so you don't know that...
Shut up.
Yeah,
I'm like 3/4 through. But yeah, I'm really happy it's gotten that high, actually. I'm really, really happy because it does deserve it, and it deserves all the praise they can get for me. So, yeah.
Yeah, so that one's quite surprising. Actually, to be fair, the one in number 3 is quite surprising as well. It's Uncharted 3. It's Uncharted 3 Deception. Yeah, that's the game that was number 3. So, any of your thoughts? We've obviously all played this game, so we all have thoughts on this game, obviously. But anyone want to kind of
great game.
Thoughts?
Good game.
Not the best Uncharted game, but
on the second, multiplayer.
Multiplayer wise.
Multiplayer, yeah. Multiplayer wise, not story wise.
You're getting me mad otherwise.
Do you want me to just shut up
someone
then?
Someone please just say it just to get Robin.
Here comes Oscar though, saying that it's the best one.
Story wise.
Here's these two faggots saying The Last of Us is better than Uncharted 2.
Yeah. So Oscar, what was your opinion on Uncharted 3? Give us your opinions for once.
Yeah.
I actually enjoyed it. I'm probably one of the only people who actually enjoyed Uncharted 3. I guess.
I'm not saying I did. We all enjoyed it. But
yeah, but I don't.
Compared to Uncharted 2, story-wise, it wasn't as good. But yeah.
That was the thing. I played Uncharted 3 before. Uncharted 3 before Uncharted 2.
Because you're stupid.
Thanks for that lag, Callum. I understand every word.
I only heard the words
you're stupid.
I heard the word stupid.
No, I played Uncharted 3 before Uncharted 2, and I don't know, I just really, really like the story, and for some bizarre reason everyone seems to really hate on it, and I don't know
There's a lot of holes in the story, and it just wasn't nowhere near as good as the other two. The villains in particular were just incredibly stale, hardly any effort put into them. So
yeah, but it's very simple because Uncharted 2 was so amazing and everybody loved that one, and they announced a sequel. Everybody expects it to be better, you expect the sequel to be better, and that's a fair expectation to have. And Uncharted 3 simply wasn't better in most areas. And therefore, it gets some hate from people, which is also undeserving. It's still a great game, but yeah, definitely not the best one. So
Yeah, so the top 2. Now, I think anyone could have a good guess at what the top 2 were going to be. It's just what order they came in. And this was the most interesting because they both had a lot of votes. They had the majority of the votes, both of them.
Robin's about to have a heart attack, I can tell.
I'm keeping the suspense up. But one of them...
it should be the right result, I'm thinking.
I kept the number of votes for this one because it was quite an interesting one. One of them got 29 votes out of the 150 or so.
yeah.
One of them got 39 votes.
Yes, yeah. It's the obvious choice.
We should be good, Ghost. We should be good.
It should be fine. If we're not, I'm gonna be just as angry as Robin.
So,
The rage is real.
at number 1, instead of going straight to number 2, I'll go for number 1.
Yeah, go for it.
At number 1 is Uncharted 2 Among Thieves. Uncharted 2.
My life is complete. Okay, I'm going.
So yeah, pretty much the PS3 games. The winner of it is Uncharted 2. But yeah, I'm sure Robin has got many thoughts.
I think that's a good choice.
That's a justified
I think
vote.
The Last of Us I enjoyed more, but Uncharted 2 as a game is just better in many, many ways. So that's my opinion anyway.
Well, I mean, for me though, like I like Last of Us a lot. It was a great game for sure. It might quality-wise, to be honest, in my opinion, might quality-wise be a better game actually. But like I will always enjoy the Uncharted universe more because it's a little more lighthearted. It's not so serious. I can appreciate Last of Us for what it is though, and that's what I like about it too. But I'll always enjoy characters like Nathan Drake more than somebody like Joel. He's just more bland to me. Yeah, he's not bland, like completely in itself, but Nathan Drake definitely has more character than somebody like Joel. And the funny conversations, the beautiful environments, the set pieces, the story. To me, it's way more fun. And I've replayed the Uncharted campaigns each like 5 to 10 times, if not more. Whereas Last of Us I beat like 3 times. And yeah, still had a great time, but playing Uncharted 1 in 2009, being so hyped for Uncharted 2, and then seeing that game be everything I wanted it to be, and just even more than that, I was just blown away by it. And you can tell that from the moment that Uncharted 2 kind of came out, and you had also games like Modern Warfare 2 coming out at the same time, that whole cinematic experience kind of thing that games started to get with those games in particular, you saw a lot more other games copying it later on, kind of, or they went for that approach at the same time. And I really think that's something that Uncharted 2 has a great part in of starting. And yeah, at the same time, I think it's just one of the best games ever made for me personally. And definitely, Last of Us came in 2013, 4 years after Uncharted 2 had already been made. And that's what makes, Uncharted 2 for me personally also just the best game on the PS3.
Yeah, I think that's everyone's thoughts pretty much. I think. Yeah,
pretty much.
I mean, and is that what everyone expected at the top? Like, I just kind of
expected it.
close
Well,
off
after
the
you
process.
gave us like results after a couple of votes already, and Uncharted 2 seemed to be winning, I expected it now to be at the number 1 spot. Yeah, but I mean, for me personally, it's justified. I'm glad people are voting for it. I still have now some faith in our audience at least. So yeah.
Faith in humanity.
I have a lot of faith in our audience now that Arkham Knight was up there. I have a lot of faith for them.
I'm still missing Mirror's Edge though.
Yeah, Mirror's Edge actually
Mirror's Edge didn't make it. What
Mirror's
a
Edge
troll.
got 1 vote. Got 1 vote. I saw. I was like, wow.
No, but that's okay. So no, look,
That was Robin's vote.
Ghost, please look. That's what's so messed up about this system is you can only pick 1 game, and of course, Mirror's Edge is not somebody's favorite game out there. Like it's not even my favorite game out there, but it's still like I'm sure if there would have been top 3s and top 5s, it would have been probably higher at least. But yeah, we won't know for now. We'll see it with the PS4 and the PS Vita list though.
Yeah, so pretty much fill in the survey for the PS4 and PS Vita games. It's in the description. Thanks to everyone who filled in the survey we did just now. Again, there's the top 10 community PS3 games in that sense. Uncharted 2 is the winner. And yeah, that's pretty much everything we wanted to say. Fill in the survey for the rest of the 2 consoles. And we'd like to thank you a lot for watching. Hope to see you again
Touch.
next time.
Dodge.